Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Kinda Crafty Kenzie. I am Kenzie, and my channel has everything to do with DIYing, crafting, turning trash to treasure, thrift flips, repurposing, upcycling, and some shopping hauls. Basically anything to do with home decor on a budget. So if that is something you love, you are in the right place. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Join my little crafty family. Put a little Kenzie in your day. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you like it. It really helps my channel grow and I appreciate it so much. Today's video, I am just going to share some super fun craft room DIYs with you guys. Just some cute little decorations that I made to kind of spruce up my crafting space. So without further ado, let's go. So this video is going to kind of be a little bit sporadic. It was a little bit hard to put things in like a sequence order with how I crafted them, because I have a lot of like these little wood pieces that I painted. Some of them went on a sign, some of them went on a tier tray. So you're going to see part of them now and then part of them in a little bit. But these cute little scissors and these two rolling or paint rollers, and then anything else like I will share with you of these little tiny pieces like this, came from a website called 24hourcrafts.com, and it's always linked in my description box below. I absolutely love them, and they have all kinds of cute like little wood pieces like this, all kinds of food, animals, numbers, letters, just holiday seasons. It's amazing. Stuff is ridiculously inexpensive and it ships super fast. So like I said, all of this stuff that I am painting right now, the scissors, the paint rollers, this little paintbrush, all of this stuff can be found on their website, and it is linked in my description box below. So for this first one, I am going to go ahead and paint this little wood block that I had just on hand. It's just a scrap piece of wood, and now you're going to see me paint a big button, which also came from 24 Hour Crafts. This paint color is actually Savannah Mist that I got from Dixie Belle. It's a color I've used quite often. And then I'm just going to go back and forth on different things. I usually don't film like this and don't edit like this, but it was really just kind of easier to just show you all the little pieces that I got from this company, and I just painted them and just kind of went with it. But as you can see, I'm just painting all of the little pieces different colors. I used some gray from Dixie Belle. I used, like I said, that Savannah Mist. I also used Dusty Blue. I think I even used Nantucket Blue from Home Decor. Now this paintbrush did also come from the company as well. And as you can see, I'm trying to mimic a real paintbrush the best that I can. And I think it turned out really cute. So you saw me paint all of those little craft pieces. Now we're going to move into the first actual DIY. So this is a really large piece of plywood that my husband cut for me. And I think it's about 3 foot long, about 36 inches long, I believe. But it fit in my space, so obviously it had to be that long. But as you can see, I'm just painting it. This is the Savannah Mist color again. And now I am going to grab some vinyl. I printed this out on my Cricut, Kinda Crafty Kenzie, and I am just going to go ahead and lay this vinyl down. So I did measure it to make sure that I was like the same distance from the top and the bottom on all the words, and I got them spaced out as evenly as I possibly could. Guys, I even did like math to make sure that I got like the letters all the same size and that everything was going to fit really well. But it does look really good in the end. And all the vinyl that I'm using here came from Expressions. I absolutely love them, and they are also linked below. But my transfer tape, which I'm obsessed with, came from hippiecrafter.com, and I'm actually an affiliate with them. So if you would like to check out any of their vinyl or their amazing transfer tape, it's my favorite transfer tape in the world, go ahead down to my description box, and you will also find the link to their website there as well. So as you can see, I just went ahead after I put down the it's not a video unless I get tongue-tied, right? A Kinda Crafty Kenzie wording. I went ahead and attached this paintbrush to, as you can see, I was having trouble which way I wanted it to go. And then I just attached, I can't remember what else. Oh, I did attach like the paint roller as well. I just attached them with super glue. It worked really, really well, and it's been hanging up there. My husband did help me hang it. It is hung to where there is no hangers or anything, so this is actually at the top of my ceiling in my craft room, which is way beyond my reach, so he did help me hang this up there. But this is what it looks like as soon as you walk in the door. This is what you see. This pegboard that I have, and then that big kind of crafty sign. So I love it. So yeah, guys, will have to let me know what you think about this first one. I interrupt these adorable DIYs being made to make a quick public service announcement. I need to thank all of my awesome subscribers for all of your love and support, tuning in and watching my videos, leaving inspiring and uplifting and just downright sweet comments. I appreciate you guys so, so much. I could not and would not be here without y'all. And all of my newcomers today, welcome to my channel. My name is Mackenzie, aka Kenzie. I am a stay-at-home mom to 3 little girls, and I am from a tiny, tiny rural town in Pennsylvania. As you can see, I am absolutely obsessed with crafting and DIYing, and if that is something you love, which I assume it is because you are here, you are going to love it here. So don't forget to subscribe before you go. Turn your bell notification on so you never miss an upload. I also want to let you guys know that I am over on Instagram, Pinterest, and Facebook, and all of my links are in my description box, the bio of my channel, and in the next video slide coming up. I would love if you come follow me over on Instagram because I am able to interact with you guys a lot more. I share a little bit more about my personal life, and I love to see any DIYs that I have inspired you to recreate and put your own spin on it. I now return you to your regularly scheduled program. So for this next section of the video, I'm just going to show you guys all of the little Tiered Tray Cuties that I made for my tier tray that is in my craft room. We know my obsession with tier trays, so why not go ahead and make some crafty ones. So for that first one, you just saw me paint a little piece of scrap wood that I have with the Dusty Blue from Dixie Belle, and then I just went ahead and printed off like a little ruler on my Cricut and just attach that vinyl to it. Now for this next one, I'm just painting this another piece of scrap wood block that I have, and I'm painting this one in the Stormy Seas, I believe it's called, gray chalk paint from Dixie Belle. Then I went ahead and just printed off this little screwdriver, or drill rather, I guess you could say. It could be an electric screwdriver, but probably a drill, or either, both, whatever. And then I just printed off like a little drill bit with it and attached it there. Now for this next one, again, just another scrap piece of wood that I painted in the Savannah Mist, or the Dusty Blue rather. It's the Dusty Blue. Then I just printed off this cute little decal that says Craft Life with some scissors and just simply attached it down. Again, with this piece of block, another piece of scrap wood, so these were like virtually free to make. Painted it with my fluff. And then I did do a double side on this one. On the first side, it says, of course I talk to myself. When crafting, I need expert advice. And then on the other side, I went ahead with Craft Your Stress Away. I did actually mostly just feature the talking to myself one because that is so true. So that's the side that I like the best. But then here comes the button. Now you saw me paint this a little bit ago, part of it, because I messed up in editing a little bit and I was too lazy to fix it. But here is the button in full. I painted it with my Savannah Mist chalk paint, and then I took some of this white like Chanel yarn that I got from the Dollar Tree, and as you can see, I'm just kind of like running it in like the button is sewn. And then I just take a little, one of those like little square cubes from the Dollar Tree, and I just simply super glued that to the button so it can stand up. For this next one, of course, that is just another piece of scrap wood, and I decided to feature my Cricut on this so you can see that I am just printing out a Cricut vinyl, like the Cricut Maker. That's the one that I have, the whatever it's called, the Air 2 or something, I don't know. And then just like a little Cricut tool. So that was really fun to make. And if you guys want to look up any of that stuff, just type in Cricut in your Cricut design space. For this next one, that is again another piece of scrap wood that I painted in white, and then I grabbed these little mason jars that I get from Amazon, and they should be linked. If they're not, they're no longer available. If they are available, they are linked on my Amazon store. As you can see, I just took some paint markers, which are also linked in my Amazon store, and I just painted them to look like little jars of paint. So then I took that paintbrush that you saw me paint in the beginning of the video, and I just super glued everything down on there. Like, that's my paintbrush and all of my paint. So I like that one. I thought that one was really fun to make. Yeah, so that's one of my favorites, I think. So anyways, like I said, I just super glued everything down, and then here is the tier tray with all the little cuties that I made for it. Like I said, some you saw me paint in the beginning, some you saw me just paint right now, but there they all are, and I think it's adorable. It's just a fun, cute little tier tray just to display in your craft room of all the things that you do. So I love these. Let me know what you guys think about them. For this next DIY, we're going to get a little bit nostalgic. This is a picture taken at Christmas 2006 of my grandma and I. She then passed away that following March 2007. So that was actually the last picture that we had taken together, so I cherish it. I've had it displayed in my craft shed since I put the shed in a little over a year ago, and I thought it was finally time to do something a little more fancy with it to honor her. So my grandma was a huge crafter. She used to own a ceramic shop. She was big into painting. She sewed. She was a seamstress. She was even an amazing cook. She was just really good at pretty much everything. So I miss her so much and wish that she was here to see me on my crafting adventure. But I know that she's watching over me, and I hope that I make her proud. So anyways, as you can see, I just took this frame from the Dollar Tree, took it apart, painted the gold frame white. I did cover up that cardboard backing with some white cardstock, and then on my Cricut I just came up with this phrase. I made this wasn't on Design Space. I just made this like this, just typed it up, then I mirrored it because I am going to put it on that glass, and then I am going to put the frame, after I did that, I did take this lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree and put it around the picture to kind of give it like that little bit of a framed look. I wanted this to look super homemade and just crafty. That was definitely the vibe I was going for, and I feel like I completely accomplished that, and I really love it. So that's what I did with that, and then after that was all said and done, I went ahead and put the frame back together. Yeah, so then you can read it here in a second what it actually says. Then I have this pack of buttons that I got from Walmart a while back, and I bought it because they reminded me of her, but I never knew if I was ever going to do anything with them or why I had them, you know. But I finally found a use for them. So these bows that I am putting in either corner of this frame came from Amazon, and they are linked on my Amazon store under ribbons and bows and stuff. And then all these adorable little buttons, I just went crazy and just hot glued them here and there and everywhere, all over the frame, to just definitely show off that, you know, she was a crafter, I'm a crafter, she was a sewer. That's what these buttons are more focused on, is like the sewing aspect. Like there's a little thimble and needle and like little spools of thread and just button, just cute stuff. So little scissors, a little measuring tape, and then the phrase, your life was a blessing, your memory a treasure, you are loved beyond words and missed beyond measure. Obviously the measure, she measured stuff because she was a seamstress, you know, you guys get the connection. But I love it. I love it. And this is one of my favorite things I've ever made, just because of course it's sentimental, and that's a big deal to me. So you guys will have to let me know what you think. For this last DIY, I did have a little bit of editing flub, or filming flub rather. I missed where I painted this, but this is just a frame that I had got from Dollar General. I've used it before. It's just a nice big size frame. I actually got on sale for $1. So I just painted over the original picture with white chalk paint, and then I went around the actual frame part with my dusty blue chalk paint from Dixie Belle. Now I am just cutting out some vinyl off of my Cricut. Like I said, all the vinyl used in this video is from Expressions, but all of the transfer tape is from Hippie Crafter. Yes, they are all linked below in my description box. So I just put on here, welcome to my craft shed where creativity meets messy. But I kept the welcome. I just gave it that, I kept it that natural wood tone, and I just used that word that you see there, you'll see me attach it here in a second with some super glue from Hobby Lobby. And I really love how it kind of ties in everything to do with DIYing, like wood and different colors and whatnot. Then I just grabbed some of these adorable little images off of Cricut Design Space of some crafting stuff, printed them off with some vinyl. That pink and blue, like pastel plaid, was really fun to work with. But there it is, you guys. So I really love this. This hangs over my sink where like I wash my brushes and whatnot. But anyways, that's it for the video and the crafts, you guys. I hope you enjoyed them. Please let me know that you did by giving this video a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not. Thank you so much for coming along with me as always. I appreciate y'all more than you know, and I will see you guys very soon in the next one. Bye, y'all.